Hi, and welcome back to therapy.
Everyone is going to die, even if we like to pretend otherwise.
You're not hypothermia.
I
In
mean,
your sleep. Why doesn't that terrify you?
I died tonight in my sleep. It's statistically
How would you
unlikely,
like to
but
die?
I guess. Like, you want to be a downer?
Actually, I don't care. I would rather die in my sleep.
Okay.
If my heart just stops in my sleep or my brain just stops, then that's fine. There's no pain in that.
There are 7 pictures of people on the table. Your job is to tell
You'd
me
probably
who
want
is
brain
dead.
death over your heart just stopping, because that you might actually wake up
Divide them
from.
up.
Yeah. Like, what the? Ah, okay. Alright.
That would suck.
Yeah, I know it would.
Anyway, this one, you gotta decide if these pictures of people that are dead or sleeping.
That's creepy. What? Why are we doing this?
Because that's just what this this section of the therapy is about. And I really tried, even though I knew the answer, I really tried to make sure they were split, because if you put them all in one or all in the other, that affects things.
Oh. Are they all dead?
They're all sleeping, he says.
Okay.
Oh.
Let's get
Okay. Not sure I believe you, but whatever.
Now, what's weird is I feel like he gave me, or I feel like later he decides that I had put them all in sleeping. I don't know, because he starts insisting that I deny that death exists. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, I never said that. In fact, I remember we died.
Who's Dahlia?
I do. My Halloween display is a very large cemetery.
She drowned.
Another crash?
And
This is a different girl?
You must have seen the
it's
bridge.
just-
We went right
I
off
like
the side.
Memento Mori,
Harry, the bridge has
and
been
the
closed
phrase,
since the storm started. You
which is
swam.
really just I
died of hypothermia.
Close.
You were soaked to the skin. I grabbed what I
I
could
don't
find
think
here.
that, you know, that's the basics.
We need to talk. When I was at the station, I pulled the file on Harry Mason.
And guess what? He's you. You're fine.
So I will give them some credits on incorporating the Wii controls into this.
Really? Because this doesn't look great.
No, it doesn't. But making you actually roll it is something.
Oh, it's terrible.
Hey, you probably don't remember because this was the previous session, but I mentioned that I would have been very upset if I had to redo the hospital section.
Oh,
Guess
no.
where we are?
No!
Yep. And the reason, I think I edit a shitload of this out. Because the number of times I end up back at the wheelchair is ridiculous. Which, you know, that wheelchair in its natural environment, as opposed to a school, where we all know there should never be wheelchairs.
Obviously.
And for some reason, it's full of trains. I believe when you look at the actual map, there's a reason that there's a train yard nearby-ish, but it still doesn't really make sense. pretty sure this is most of the part, but I don't really have anything to
It's
say
just
about
running
it.
through doors and shit.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of this. And my friendly reminder that I don't usually try to throw the shit behind me, but because it involves flicking both the nunchuck and the Wii remote at the same time, while the Wii remote is also what decides which direction you're going. So,
What, you're not steering with a nunchuck?
well, you are in terms of left or right. However, which direction counts as forward is wherever your flashlight is. Yes. I have definitely mentioned this before.
Right, yeah, yeah.
Because that aspect of the controls makes me a little motion sick when I have to run around places. Okay, I have mixed feelings about this music. I kind of like it, but it's also like not really music. It's kind of just like rhythmic noise.
Drums, dude. Yeah. I mean, it sounds kind of annoying to me.
Sounds like what?
I said it sounds kind of annoying to me.
Oh look, I'm back at the wheelchair. I didn't notice that.
Wait, did you run around in a circle? What? Oh, you can run around in circle?
Well, remember, if you're able to see the map, it shows you where you've been. But that means you have to be able to open the map. And which means you have to be able to stand still.
Oh, that's why you hate this section.
Yes! Yes, it is.
Oh my god, that's awful.
Yes, it 100% is. As I've said before, if like the nightmare sections were done differently, I would have played this game probably like 8 times to get the different changes and shit. But these nightmare sections are so unbearable. Like, no.
Yeah.
No.
God, I would have turned down the music by now. It's so annoying.
I think we mentioned before that I actually don't mind really repetitive soundtracks. It takes a while for me to get sick of hearing something.
Interesting.
Yeah, I do think it's related to, I think the anxiety, but I might also be on the spectrum a little bit. But, like, I also like repetitive motions and fidgeting and shit, so repetitive sounds don't necessarily seem that outlandish. And also, I don't know about you as a cellist, but as a percussionist, we were usually doing the same thing a lot.
Yeah, no, it's not to the level of a percussionist, of course, but, you know, cello's usually not quite given the melodic line.
Yeah.
It's amazing when it does happen, but it doesn't happen a ton. And usually we're just doing, like, just sustained notes over and over.
Yeah, and that is also part of why it's kind of a meme, at least among every percussionist I've worked with, that we all hate Sleigh Ride. Because it's a very, very easy, very, very repetitive percussion part.
I don't blame you.
For the entire time! And we play it every year. From like 4th grade to senior year of high school. Also, that was me cataloging all of my deaths.
Yeah. Past universes.
Yep.
Now For us, that's Pokeball Cannon D. Same
Yeah, that
4
makes-
notes
see,
over and over again. Then we
Now,
die.
Canon in D is pretty repetitive anyway, but I fucking love Canon in D. However,
Like, I like the piece! It's just playing it's a pain in the ass!
yeah, I mean, okay. Now, if you're doing mallet percussion, you tend to not have it as repetitive because you end up usually mirroring the melody. So, like, well, it depends too. It depends on which mallet instrument you're doing. And I haven't played Canon in D forever. But if you're doing vibraphone, it would probably be closer to mirroring cello in a way, because the entire point of a vibraphone is sustained notes.
Right, yeah.
It's hardly spoiling her.
Now, it's interesting that you say about the canon in D, because I wasn't even aware that there was any percussion in any arrangement of that song.
I have definitely done it on bells. Glockenspiel.
Yeah. No, okay. No, I could see that.
I think it might have been one of my solos. But, you know, it would have been in like 2005, so forgive me if my memory isn't exactly crystal clear on that.
Yeah.
Granted, I also did Great Escape. You know, the
Wait. Oh, that! I thought you were like, throwing away yesterday!
Yeah, no, that's why I felt I had to clarify, because there's several songs called that.
Yeah!
Which, that was the first song I played with doubles. Where you're playing 2 different notes at the same time.
Yeah.
I was never super great at doing double mallets, which is when you're doing 3 or 4 notes at the same time. Because despite my skeleton finger, ow! I just tried to bend my hurt finger. Because when I say skeleton fingers, I usually bend my fingers dramatically. As if anyone can see them. Despite my skeleton fingers, I wasn't great at holding and controlling 2 mallets in one hand at the same time.
Did you try taping them to your hand?
That defeats the purpose of being able to shift where they're pointing.
But you can still hold them.
Yes, but usually if you're doing triple mallets, or double, okay, double mallets, you're playing notes that are not necessarily right next to each other at the same time.
She's gonna be okay. Oh, God. He's spoiling her rotten, you know.
Thanks for that, Lucy.
She's gonna get fat, sitting in bed all day eating chocolates. He's trying to make me feel bad.
So this is one of those calls where, when I originally played, I just thought, wow, we're just following some weird family around. But now I'm thinking, this was probably their family, wasn't it?
Yeah, fucking probably. It's Silent Hill.
Yep, that's about how it works. Oh no! Austin's gonna miss Lisa!
Come on. God, please open.
Are you okay?
Were you there for any of Lisa?
I don't think so.
Well, now instead of being dressed like a weird
You're not
40s
husband.
nurse
No.
and being blonde, she's
I
in
had
pink
an
scrubs and, like,
That yours?
No.
ginger.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not making any sense, am I?
It's okay.
And she also
That's okay.
Fine.
fills
You
a
need help.
different kind of
I'm gonna go
role
home.
because
I have
reimagining.
medicine and gauze there. I'm a nurse.
Well, I don't know what Lisa's role was before, so.
I'm headed that way. Can
Yep.
you walk?
Yeah, I'm feeling better. Don't worry. Head wounds always bleed a lot. Lots of blood vessels close to the surface. It's nothing serious. I can clean up back at my place.
Lisa, I'm Harry.
Harry Houdini. Sorry. I'm always saying goofy things that come into my head.
That's okay. All right, sure.
My apartment isn't far.
What?
We've got the wind behind us. Freezing.
I don't say everything that comes into my head. I'm Harry Houdini. No, Harry Smith.
Brian Adams?
Sleep at night.
Yeah, but he got to sit down a lot. Nurses on her feet all day and night. I don't need a man in my life.
So are these people real or?
Well, it depends on which interpretation of the game
Oh
you go
god,
with.
damn it!
Wow.
Like I'm reasonably sure Sybil's real, but
Hearts are famous.
That's
everybody else.
Sybil is the one that makes me feel like the theory that Austin
I wrote a
subscribes to,
romance
and I
series
think
called
is
Longing for the Moon.
possibly the
That was popular
canon
with moms.
theory doesn't quite make
Romance?
sense.
My agent tells me I have great insight into the female
Because she
imagination.
definitely
You could put me in
seems
one
like
of your
she's
books.
rooted in the real
Life and death
world,
drama
and that it's
in
not
ER.
entirely
One girl
not
search for
happening.
love.
The nurse falls for the dashing doctor.
Which you'll see
There
more
are
of when
dashing
she actually,
doctors.
you
They're
know,
all
comes
alcoholics
back
and
and
perspire
says what
too
she
much.
found in his file.
I always fall for the guys who look like my dad, and then regret it the next day.
So,
Cute.
like, everyone else
If you were
kind
real
of
writer,
pops
you'd be taking
in and
notes.
out in
Don't you
ways
have
that are
notebooks to
weird.
write everything down?
Not me.
Yeah.
I've got a photographic memory.
No, you don't. That's what me flipping my
Not far now.
my
You
flashlight
still feeling
was.
okay?
It's like,
Yeah.
got a photographic memory,
Fine.
says the man who can't
So
even
tell me about your
remember
daughter.
anything.
Not a damn thing. Don't know why he would say that. Like
Pieces, bugs.
he should think he's going crazy right now.
I mean,
Honestly.
he did a few minutes ago.
No, butterflies, pretty bugs. She has a collection.
Dead ones?
Yeah?
Still creepy.
Not really. You seem to see the
Yeah, it's
creepy
kinda
in everything. Not a
Eh,
nice
no,
standard.
it is pretty creepy.
Like, I know that for some
have
reason
a
collecting
unique
dead
outlook on
butterflies
life.
is considered
happened
like
to
a
bedside
socially
manner?
acceptable
We still
hobby,
got
but
that.
I've always thought that was
Or
creepy.
special cases.
Well, this because it is creepy. Like,
Yes.
it's not an opinion, though. It's it's just the way it is.
I mean, to be fair, I feel the same way about hunting trophies and taxidermy,
Mhm.
and other people think that's totally fine.
Here we are. My apartment is just around the corner.
She slams the door in your
Used to belong
face.
to the center. It's a lot bigger than the others, but I only pay standard rent. The landlord has a thing for nurses.
Oh, that's not creepy.
I'm just gonna get out of these.
But everything here is creepy.
I oughta.
You're not running off
She's
yet.
getting a good deal
Warm
on
up
rent.
before you head back
rent.
out there. I haven't thanked you yet. 5 minutes. Come on.
Yes.
She's gonna turn into Dahlia, isn't she?
Amazingly, no.
What?
Yep.
Just when I think I have a handle on this fucking game.
Also, I very pointedly, aside from stopping there, so pause. I guess I'll talk about it more in the next part when you can actually see what I'm referring to. Tune
Okay.
in next time when maybe Austin won't be dead and things will happen and Brian will be confused again.